If you exist on the internet to any degree today, you're probably aware that Twitter is just not the most amazing place to vibe in. Like, if Twitter was Fallout 4, you know that corner of the map with the nuke where it landed? That's Twitter. And, like, the internet's kind of like the residing area around it where there's still some irradiation, but we're not, at least we're not in the explosion. We're not the children of Adam. That was a goofy, nerdy reference. But anyway... In light of Elon and Zuckerberg almost getting into a boxing match in the Coliseum, but his mommy said no, Zuckerberg decided to release this competitor. It's called Threads. Threads is the new competitor to Twitter, and it looks like it could be a genuine competitor. It looks like it could genuinely take on Twitter. The only issue right now that really holds it back is the fact that it is very much a prototype. It doesn't have pinned tweets. It doesn't have DMs yet. I think the big reason for that is because of the fact that I think they released it early. I low-key think they released the app because they saw Twitter making all these terrible decisions with, like, rate limiting and, like, just Elon making bad moves overall. Because, I mean, love or hate Elon, he does tend to bring a bit of a harsh vibe to Twitter. He's supposed to be the owner of a website that's like the town square of the internet, but he does tend to have an outward political leaning, a very open political leaning, and it creates not only extreme mentalities in the opposite direction to combat that, but extreme personalities in the same direction to combat the other extreme personalities. It just causes a lot of clashing, and if you go to any Twitter comment section, you're most likely going to see an argument, even if it's the nicest thing in the world. I saw a tweet about a dog who has a Guinness World Record for being 31 years old. Shout out to, what was his name, like Boldy or something like that? Started with a B. So there were like 20 comments saying they should kill the dog. I love this app. Twitter, it can be a mess. And one of the reasons, of course, is because the app is huge and there's just millions and millions of people who can say whatever they want and without any repercussion because it's Twitter. Like, what are they going to do about it? But this new Instagram app, seeing it release, it looks kind of nice so far. Instagram's always kind of leaned in a more human direction, especially since that's mainly where you, like, follow your friends. If you have friends, it's a really cool concept, like meeting people in real life and you get to, like, be close to them. It's awesome, like emotional connections. But I was going into the comment sections and all of them seem very nice so far. But that's also because the app is very new. In the first 24 hours, they've gotten 12 million signups though. So I want to hear your input. What do you guys think is going to happen with Threads? Do you think it's just going to die immediately? I mean, there are alternatives that are similar situations. There's things like, I mean, this could be a Rumble and YouTube situation where Rumble is just going to, like, Rumble versus YouTube. Rumble's kind of completely dwarfed by YouTube. It's tiny and kind of incomparable. But then there's, like, Kick and Twitch. Do you think it's going to be a Kick and Twitch situation where they genuinely are competing because one app is just making bad decisions and the other is just given this chance to grow? Who knows? Also, something I think is convenient about Threads that is kind of nice is if you already have an existing Instagram account, you can actually just, like, immediately hit one button and follow every single person you followed on Instagram previously, which really makes it easy to stay connected with the new community, which is one thing that I think things like Blue Sky, which if you don't know what Blue Sky is, or like Truth Social. Truth Social is like Donald Trump's Twitter. Blue Sky is, so the original creator of Twitter created a new one, and it's currently in an invite-only situation, which is just ass, and it's like a new, fresh site, where things like Instagram, being able to follow all your previous followings, makes it so much easier to start semi-fresh while still having progress and not on just a barren wasteland of a website. So when this app was first announced, when Thread was first announced, no one really reacted much. People were just like, okay, well, this is going to go 3 feet and then drop into a pit. But Elon didn't really say anything until the release day, where he doesn't tweet about it, by the way. He's actually not tweeted in 11 hours, which is the biggest break I've seen him take from this app. He's like too mad. But he did respond to this one comment, which was like, Meta's new app was built entirely using this keyboard. Control-C, Control-V, like copy and paste. So he sent a laughing, crying emoji. Seems like more crying, I'm not gonna lie. And then he also said this one. So they're like, blah, blah, blah. I deleted my Instagram, weak sauce. And he said, it is an infinitely preferable to be attacked by strangers on Twitter that indulge in the false happiness to hide in pain Instagram. And to that, I think, is a bit strange. See, Elon, I thought you were a businessman. Why are you saying that I don't want to go to Instagram because it will make me happy? Why are you trying to say that I would prefer to stay on Twitter and be unhappy than go to Instagram and feel happy? It's not like it's hide in pain Instagram. It's just people are nice. Like, I don't know. I feel like it isn't like fake. It's not like you're communicating with AIs. It's not ChatGPT on that app. it's just a strange take that I saw from Elon that I don't really know what his plan was there. And then completely out of left field, Mark Zuckerberg, for the first time in 11 years, emerges from the underground from incubating his egg sacs on Neptune to tweet this. he's grilling this man. Elon used to be like the wholesome big chungus Keanu Reeves man, like billionaire of the internet. He was on PewDiePie's channel even. He made a cameo on different little YouTubers' accounts. And now it seems like he's tarnished his reputation and gotten to the point where he somehow allowed Mark Zuckerberg to become the new Reddit big chungus, Reddit gold, like wholesome billionaire. How is this? How did we get to this point? What timeline are we in? One of the main things I think is cool about Threads, though, that I've been seeing is while I was on the app, I'm seeing like brands that I've never seen talk before start speaking. I literally went on the app a second ago and saw Spencer's say admin reveal, and it was just that video of the goth people dancing under the bridge. and Cool Math Games also Threads, tweets, posts. I don't know what they're really called. That's another thing they need to kind of work on. But overall, I think the app is definitely in its prototype phase. I would not even call it a beta. I'd call it a prototype. They merely hopped on the hype of Twitter dying. And, I mean, to be honest, I don't think Twitter's going to die from this. My personal take is I don't think Twitter's going to die. I really like what Hank Green said, though. People are just, like, this guy's saying that people are only going to Threads because they're anti-Elon. And then Hank Green was saying that it's a whole new horizon. You know, it's not about being anti-Elon. Elon isn't Twitter. Twitter is just Twitter, and Threads is Threads, and it's a whole new site that you can go on. And really, what I love is some of the content creators I've been seeing on there have been talking about how it's like the first day of school when you go in and see all the friends that are in your classroom, and you're just like watching them all pop up in the app. You're like, oh my god, Captain Sparkles is here, oh, 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 oh. It's nice. It's nice to see a new app. And who knows, maybe Threads will die. But it was cool to have this little experience. But I don't think that Threads is going to put Twitter 6 feet under. I think what's going to happen is Twitter's just going to have competition now. And if that, Threads might not even last a month unless they improve, unless they add DMs, they add pinned tweets, maybe they add some other cool functions that Twitter doesn't even have. But as of right now, I think it's more just head-to-head rather than one stomping the other. Because, I mean, the only takes that I've seen that are pro-Twitter are the people who are in Elon's comment section. Elon's comment section are the only people I see who are like, Threads is ass, it'll die in a day. I don't think it'll die in a day, man. That's a bit unrealistic. But then again, you are a Twitter user, so that makes sense. Another huge downfall, I think, for Threads, though, and this is the big one, is there's no, like, desktop app. It is mobile. It is purely mobile. I can't even get it on, like, a browser. So that is a big thing that they need to add, like, soon. Another thing is hashtags. They're missing hashtags. So discoverability is really bad. And I think the other big downfall is they don't have a following tab, and the tab right now is algorithmic. So you're going to get people you don't even know on your feed. But so far for me, it's been actually kind of nice. I've been getting people I actually didn't realize I wanted to follow. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's something we didn't even know we wanted. But as of right now, it is just an experiment. And I'm interested. I'm interested to see what happens because it's healthy to have competition. People forget that. I talk about that multiple times in my videos. It is healthy to have site competition. We need that type of thing because competition between sites is going to make them want to do better. I made this analogy in a previous video. If you have two pizza shops on a street, one's going to try and make better pizza to compete with the other one. And then they're going to make better pizza. And eventually, we're going to have two sites making two really good pieces of pizza. That's nice. We want that because with Twitter making all these bad calls, it needs something to jump it out of its pants. It needs something to tell it, hey, if you keep making bad calls, you could get replaced. You're not eternal. And that's good. We want that. Also, Threads' logo is really weird. Look at Threads' logo. But that's just that. I like when you refresh. If you refresh at the top of the app, it like draws it and then undraws it. It's kind of satisfying to look at. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's about it for now. Let me know your input on this. I'm genuinely curious. I know I'm gonna get some comments in both directions about what you think's gonna happen, and I'm interested because I agree with both sides. Really, I'm really split right now. Also, my new videos. Oh my god, I have just hit 1 month of daily posting, and my two most recent videos have gone crazy. This one got 1,000, and this one got almost 400, probably more than 400 now. It's insane. And the other thing I wanted to do is, of course, thank my members. Of my current members, we have Sully's a new one, Sai, Pimbernini, Comluke, JJ5, Barfbag, and Cheyenne. Thank you guys all for becoming members of the channel. If you're not a member yet and you can consider it, maybe do it. It'd be kind of cool of you. I'd appreciate it a lot. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like the video. I need to stop saying that at the end, though, because people are usually gone at this point. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking around for another video. I appreciate you guys watching. It's fun. I like making these, and stick around for more. I was going to post a Minecraft video today, but it's going up tomorrow. I keep pushing it back. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, and don't stop threading, I guess? What do they call their posts? It's so confusing.